formatting of this one is really weird. Like the first few pages of the book are just singular chapters. Sometimes a chapter is just one sentence. Look at this. Like that's a chapter, and then that's a chapter, and then that's a chapter. Are they like diary entries? It is diary entries, and I like this shit a lot. Page 12, and the heartbreak is already so palpable. Like the writer is talking about basically how Dracula used and abused her, and then she writes of her life before him, and she says, I wonder if you would have wanted me if you found me like that. Vibrant and loved and alive. God damn. Page 20, and impossible that this doesn't become a 5-star read for me. The last time I said this, it was Angels Before Man, but there are books where you read them and you're going, I will never write something that great in my entire life. And on all 20 pages of this, I have highlighted a passage that I don't think I have the capacity to put into words. There's a list of trigger warnings in the front of this thing, and one of them is gaslighting, and at first I was like, God, I mean, that's kind of bullshit. Like, gaslighting isn't a thing to be triggered over. It's not like violence or something. I was so fucking wrong. Dracula is a bitch ass, and just like every frat boy you've ever met. The guy who like convinces you to do a threesome and then it goes really poorly, and he's like, that was your idea. He's just gonna get another wife? Like, the first one isn't even gone. He's just gonna get another one. What does suck about reading this, though, is it's just like watching a friend be in a toxic relationship and you just like, fucking leave. You can do better. But at the same time, you know that they're not going to leave because couples have those like weird intimacies between them that no one else on the outside understands. So you want them to leave, but at the same time, you're like, I know you're not gonna. And you're waiting for that thing to happen that's finally going to set them over the edge, but you don't know what it's gonna be and you're a little scared about it. You know, there are times that they make polygamy just look so much fun, and then other times you're like, sounds like a lot of work. I like to think that I'm a moderately educated man. I didn't graduate college, but that's nobody's business. But the amount of words in this that I've had to Google to make sure that I know what they're talking about, it's not that it makes you feel stupid. It's that it's words that you don't normally see. It elevates the story because you don't see them in other books, and you know the author like went out of their way to study these time periods really well. I am now 75% done, and it has been less than 24 hours. The last time I read a book this fast was literally when the Texas power grid went out in 2020 and I didn't have power. I don't know if it's the pacing of this or how the chapters are extremely short, but you just fly through this son of a bitch. It's just under 300 pages, and normally a 300-page book for me is like a week. There's just always new information, though, and it doesn't linger on anything. There's a twist. Wow, I didn't expect there to be a twist. It kind of tells you how the book is going to end on the first page. I just lost my spot. Just closed this on myself and lost my spot. That was actually the perfect ending to a book. Because it sets up hope for the future, but it doesn't undo every bad thing that we just read about. And I'm a stickler for endings, man. Like, I think it is the most important part of a book. It's the easiest thing to mess up because you can have this wonderful story and then not leave the audience with something that resonates with them. This was something special.